easy step touch. And then pick up that pace a little, maybe make some wider steps. In a moment, we'll take 2 steps to the right. In 4, 3, here you go. If you wanted to, you could add a little hamstring curl at the end. Stay here, hamstrings only, alternating. Little bicep curl. Then bring that into a knee lift. Continue that bicep curl. Point those toes as you lift that leg. Bring those arms up. Hold them for a moment. Bring them down. And then we'll start to crisscross up and over. Little twist at the waist. Knee comes up and across. In a moment, we'll stay on that right leg and double time it. 4, 3, here you go. Two more. Step touch. Back to that little bicep. And then we're going to head 2 steps to the left in 4, 3. Here you go. You're welcome to add that hamstring at the end. And we'll stay here, hamstrings only. Hands on your hips for now. Roll those shoulders back and down. Drop them out of your ears, squeeze. Back, squeeze. And then we'll bring those toes, step touch. Keep that squeeze, upper body, nice posture. And then toes in front. Arms down. Pulling up and down, knees. And then we go up and over. Start that cross. We're going to double time and stay on the left in 4, 3, here you go. Two more. Step touch only. Roll those shoulders. All right, so we're going to grab that band and we're going to bring it underneath our feet and we're going to go into a wide stance, sort of a plie stance. So you're going to lengthen out that band, step out nice and wide. All right, there we go. All right, and then you have hold of the ends of your band. And we're just going to go into that plie to start with, sitting back and down. Try not to, tip that way, but slide down that imaginary line. And then add a bicep curl as you come down. You can move those elbows away from the body to make this a wee bit more challenging. Almost there. Beautiful. Step those feet in just a little bit and see where your band is in terms of, can you press up towards your shoulders? And you might not be able to do that, don't worry about it. But as you sit down, it should be a little easier. If you want, you can keep your arms bent, or you can bring those arms straight in front of you, feeling this on the fronts of those shoulders. Almost there. All right, so now we're going to take that band, just still single. We're going to bring it behind us under our armpits. And then we want to have our arms bent so that when you straighten your arms, you feel pretty good tension. So bring it back, and if you need to, sneak those bands back. Wide stance, little bend, just so your quads are engaged a little bit. And press it forward, palms facing down. Straight out in front of you, 4 more times. If you want a little more challenge, come up on those tippy toes. And then let's add those arms coming up and together a little bit. So still chest work, but a little bit of shoulder work also. All right, relax for just a second, and then bring that right back up to where it was. We are headed down to some push-ups. So when we get to our push-ups, we're going to end up like this. So I want you to see how long those loops are, right? And then when you're ready, come on down, push-up position. You may have to reformat this. And then find those bands, right? Same length. Come on out. And when your arms are straight, you should feel quite a bit of tension. And you know, get your grip where you need it to be. These are wide arm push-ups. Then you should really feel them. Rest back and down. Let that band slide down behind you. Bring your arms out and open your chest. Just get a nice stretch here. You should feel that across those fronts of those shoulders, those deltoids. And then we are coming back up now, standing position. As you do so, loop that band around your left foot for me, please. All right, and we're going to bring that band into your right hand. Okay, nope, there we go. I have to think about this for a second. No, I was right the first time. Okay, I figured it all out. Sorry about that. All right. So you're going to bend the leg that doesn't have a big, no, we're not. Sorry, I've not been drinking. We're going to bend this knee, and then we're going to extend that leg behind us, and at the same time, press the arm forward only as much as you might be able to do. If you need to, kind of slip your hands a little farther up on the band. So knee lift, press back, extend. So it's almost like our little dunking bird, right? A few more here. And if you can't bring the arm forward, just bring it down at least below your shoulder. So we're working a little balance here at the same time. 2 more. Beautiful. All right, we're going to switch that up. Bring that band underneath your right foot and into your left hand. Right, so knee lift is not such a big deal. Then we extend and we reach. We knee lift, we extend and reach. Knee lift with a little bicep maybe. Two more. All right. Okay. Going back to that first iteration, left foot on the band, right hand holding it. We're going to bend that right knee and lunge out with that left leg. And then for now, you can just rest your hand here, turn your toes in of that left leg and straighten that leg. And let's just start with that outer hip lift. Then when you're ready, the arm goes the opposite way. So I'm on a diagonal line. And again, working the front of the shoulder. If that's uncomfortable on your shoulder, again, you can go back to that bicep. So either straight arm or bicep. A few more here. All right, keep the band on that same foot, but move it into the left hand. And you may want to have your chair now for some balance. All right, right leg bends, left leg extends, and we're going to start with just this press straight up. And then again, we're going to bring the arm forward at the same time. So similar to what we've been doing, but just a little variation here. Couple more. All right, now, if you're able, hold on to that chair, and now you're gonna press straight back. And hopefully that's enough tension. If it's not, you're gonna have to bring your hand in front of the chair a little bit. So you should feel booty, hamstring. Back is nice and flat. Remember, we're not rounded. Two more. Good, leave that leg straight with a lot of tension. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that down. Shake that all out. Let's cross the working leg over the standing leg. Press back, shake it out. Round it under. Stick it out again, and come on up. All right, let's switch everything up. So we had 3, 4 versions actually. So that band goes underneath your right foot and into your left hand. Step out and bend that left knee a little bit. Straighten that right leg and turn the toe in and start with that outer hip work. And then your option is with a straight arm, feel it in the front of the deltoid, or bicep curl if you prefer. Good, just almost there. All right, and now we switch it same hand, right? And then this is where we're gonna go, bring that leg straight up. Wait, yeah, I hope so. Carol, straighten me out if I'm screwing up. All right, leg comes up and down, arm comes forward as the leg comes up. Oh, did we come up in between? Maybe. Last 2. Last one. All right, this is where we want to get that band a little tighter so that we can bend and then press straight, and bend and press straight. Standing leg is bent so that our spine can be long. Good, straighten it, hold it, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Leg that just worked, crisscross it over. Tailbone extends. Round it under. And bring it back out again. All right. Probably won't need your chair for this one. We're going to do, you've probably seen this in yoga where you use a band to get your hands closer together, but we don't need to worry about that. We're just going to have this kind of grip, right? So let's take our right hand behind us, palm facing, left hand here. Elbow is going to want to move away. So very important, you want to try and keep this here, right? So all we're going to do to start with is a simple tricep press up. So I'm not moving my bottom arm, I'm moving my top arm. And again, make sure it's not out here. Keep that arm by your ear. And then when you are ready, if you want, opposite leg curtsy. So I'm using my left arm to extend in a tricep, and I'm stepping back with my right leg. Chest is up, elbow by your ear. It'll want to sneak away. Try not to let it. And you're in charge of the tension here. 2 more. Sit into your plie this time. Hold, press it up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake that out. Reverse your grip. So my left hand is going behind, palm facing away, shoulder back and down. Start with just that tricep and make sure you have tension that works for you, not too tight, but enough that you feel it. And then when you are ready, that left leg goes into that curtsy as you press up. Trying to keep that elbow close to your ear. Two more. And then we step back in this one, we curtsy and we press on the arms straight and hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring that down, shake those triceps out. Bring your chair where you can sit on it, please. All right. So we're gonna unfold the band, put our feet, both feet in, and you're gonna end up playing with how far apart your feet need to be or how much of a crisscross you're gonna have in a minute. So let's go ahead and cross the band. And then just in this seated position, maybe walk your feet out just a little bit so you start to feel a little bit of sensation here. If you're not feeling it, walk your feet closer, scoop up on your bands, and then press out. And try and be slightly pigeon-toed rather than the opposite, right? So we get a little bit of hip action. Then we crisscross those bands, and to start with, we're just doing this little lovely upright row. Elbows go higher than your wrist. As always, keep in mind you don't want those wrists to cock. You want them to stay straight so that knuckles, wrists, and forearms are in a straight line. All right, relax that for a second. So you may have to position yourself a little bit on the chair because what you're going to do is walk those feet away, but you're going to need to have enough of yourself in the chair that you can lift the legs. And if they're not up at hip height, that's okay. Get them where you can. And then again, you may need to crisscross that band a little more. And now we're just doing a regular row. But because I have my legs lifted, you should feel your quads working already. And then guess what we add? A press out with those feet. As you pull back into your row, press out. You can go a little pigeon-toed if you want to feel that a little bit more. Almost there. Please feel these outer hips. And relax. All right, shift that band so it's now only underneath your left leg. And then you're holding on to it with your right hand. And you're gonna bring that hand over to the side. So we're gonna start here. We're just gonna get a little quad action. So you may have to choke up on the band a little, bend the knee, and then press through the heel and hold it and tighten this muscle. So you feel it, isometric contraction here. So I'm going to bend and tighten, press, press, press. Bend and tighten, press, press, press. If you want to add on to this, at the same time you straighten your leg, woo, you straighten that arm down. So now you might have to change that band a little bit. Press down, that should be tricep. I have my pinky facing to the back. And every time you press down with your arm and up with your leg, you're going to hold that till you feel that little bit of lovely burn here. So left quadricep, right tricep. Last two. Last one, hold it here, press the arm, press, press. Keep the leg high, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, it's ouch over here. I don't know about you guys. Scoot over so that now that left leg can drop off and you can just bend the knee and feel the stretch come into that right hip flexor and quad. You could drop over, you could reach to the back, bring it around, and then of course you can tuck the ribs and the hips closer. All right, we have another leg and another arm to do. Yippee! So step into that band with your right foot. And then for now, just have your bands in your left hand and maybe just have it, you know, in a handy spot for starters. Tighten, tighten, tighten so that you can bend and then press through the heel and feel that quad engage. So you bend and press through the heel. Hold it for, you know, a count of 2, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. And then when you're ready, you can add that tricep extension, bend both, press, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, bend 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. I count 4, 3, 2, 1, or 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. I think they end up being the same. I think this is kind of delicious. It works 2 of my favorite areas. 2 more. Last one. Press. Keep that leg straight. Press the arm. Press. Press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right. Now we're going to scoot over so the right hip drops off. And then we'll bend that knee. We can go up and over. We can rest behind. Come back. And then tuck the rib and the hip together. All right. Okay. We're going to come on out of that chair. So we can use it once again for balance. All right, something a little bit different this time. You're going to take the band around the front of your right ankle. And you're going to hold on to it with your right hand. And you're going to bend, right? Find this flat back position. And then you're going to press down. Now, depending on how slippery your band is, you may have to make it a small range of motion. If I go all the way down, my band is going to roll up my leg, right? So I want it to stay around your ankle. If you need more, you just grip tighter and you press down. So you should feel that in your quads of the leg that's pushing down. Glue this left arm, right arm to your side. Last 2 and last 1. Now all you're going to do is slip it the other way. So now the band is around the back of the foot, right? Glue that arm to your side, have a tight grip, and we're going to push back and push back. Again, small range of motion. And we're just gluing that on for now. Just started pouring at my house. Last 2 and last 1. All right, we get to do those things on the other side. So remember to start with, you slip that band around the front of the left ankle. And you have fairly tight grip so that when you go to do this press down, you're going to feel that quad. It's going to be a little bit subtle. So choke up on it as much as you need to so you feel it. My arm is glued to the side. And then all we'll do is flip that around. So our foot goes through the loop now. And you have to switch your hands a bit. Find that position and it's a little kick. So we did this earlier, big range. Now it's that small range, just working those last few degrees into extension. And we will relax. All right, we're going to head down to the ground. We're going to bring our bands with us. And you won't need your chair. All right, so come on down. And you have an option here. You can tie your band or you can just fold it in half, right? You're going to bring it around your thighs. Try and have your tail ends kind of even. It's going to come around your thighs. And for me, it's always easier to have what's going to be my top hand through the loop. And then I can grab this bottom part here, right? And then once you're down, and again, you can just tie this in a knot if you prefer. Then once you're down, open up and make sure you have tension. So if you don't, you just have to pull your hand a little closer, tighten everything up, stack the knees, stack the hips, lift that waistline. And we're going to start with that regular lift. And I'm not going to close all the way down because that takes the tension off. I'm going to lift and lift. My knee and ankle, I'm trying to keep in the same plane. Good. Now put the feet down, keep the knees open, and press farther open in a pivot. Waistline still lifted. Good. Now you can put the knees down for a second, lift the heels, and then from that open position, that pivoted open position, you press again and press. And then last thing you're going to do, lower the legs, take your top leg out front, try and get it right at the hip, and press up with your toe pointed down. And that should be luxuriously annoying. Just 2 more. And rest. Give your hip some love if that's what it needs. And then we'll spin over. And again, we're going to wrap that around our thighs. And I like to bring my hand through the loop and then grab the tail. And again, you're just going to choke up on that enough that you have some good tension here. Arm is underneath your ear, hips are stacked, knees are stacked. And we start with just that regular lift. Waistline stays lifted. Now keep the feet together and pivot open and press open and press. And then knees close, lift the heels, then separate and press from there. And then we're going to take that top leg, we're going to straighten it out, and we're going to turn the toes down, and we're going to press and lift and lift. And relax. Ooh, yeah, I hope you guys felt those. I sure did. All right, and then we're coming over onto our spine. We're going to hug those knees in. We're going to bring that band behind us for a second, behind the hamstrings, so that you can just use that to give yourself a nice little tug in. And let's maybe use the band to draw some circles on the ceiling with your knees, and perhaps pivoting in both directions so you can get a nice massage for your spine. All right, and then we're going to go into some ab work. So just going to hold that band a little bit more than shoulder width apart, shoulders back and down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift up into your ab prep, extend your arms overhead and press out on the band, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and exhale down. Again, lift, reach, press, 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 and down. Lift, extend, press, 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 press. Bring it down 2 more times like that. Lift up, press, 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 and down. Last time, lift, press, 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 press. Bring your band behind you. Point your elbows to the sky. Let your head completely rest in the band, and that should actually feel kind of good. Then you're going to lift those legs tabletop. We're going to extend the arms and the legs, and we're going to open, 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 and tap. Open, 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 and tap. Press, 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 tap. Reach, 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 tap. Couple more. And last time, reach, hold. Press your arms as straight as you can get them. Tuck your chin. Lengthen your arms. Drop them over your head. Straighten your legs. Maybe bring them back together. Scoop that belly muscles in. And then hug those knees in. Let's put the left foot on the ground. Excuse me, the right foot on the ground. Bring that band to the front of the left thigh. And then walk your hands back so they're close to your thigh. Deep breath in. Hey, babe. On the exhale, lift up, and you're going to reach your fingers. So I'm stretching my upper body, and I'm lifting, and I'm pressing my fingers, and at the same time, I'm going to gently pull in on the knee. So I'm going to press, and press, and press, and press. Then if you want to, you can extend that right leg up in the air, and you do that press and reach, press and reach, press and reach. Press and reach, 2 more, press and reach, press and reach. In the right knee, take that band behind your hamstring on the left side now. Right leg goes back up again. And then this time, you're pushing your left leg forward as you pull with your biceps. So now you're pulling and pressing and pulling and pressing. But you're trying not to move that left leg, right? So I'm not pulling it in, I'm pulling against it as I reach. Pull against as you reach, pull and reach, 2 more. Pull, reach, and pull, reach. Woo! All right. Right side. So band goes across the right thigh, and we choke those hands up really close. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift, and I'm going to reach with the fingertips as I pull that leg in. Reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. Option to add that left leg with it. And then option to bring the band around behind. And now instead of pressing, we're pushing, if that makes sense. And relax. Oh, that was some good stuff. All right, let's lasso your left foot for me, please. And then the band is in your right arm. Right foot is on the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift yourself up. And I want you to bring your right arm over to the side as you reach through your left leg, not down, but away. And twist as far as you can, and then come back through center. Deep breath in. We exhale to lift. We inhale, twisting, and exhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, twist, and exhale down. Play with that band if you need to. I think I was kind of crissy-crossed here. Keep going. So you exhale when you come down, you inhale to prepare, you exhale to lift, you inhale to twist. So you're exhaling as you move, you're inhaling at the top, exhaling down, and you're inhaling at the bottom. Just 2 more, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling these. And bring that down. And we didn't even have the other foot up. Ha! All right. And now that band goes around the opposite foot. I believe it's your right foot. Band in your left hand. And leg starts a little bit out to the side. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Try and get both shoulder blades off the ground. And then twist away from me or wherever. And then back to center. So we exhale to lift. We inhale to twist and reach. And exhale, center. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open, exhale, down, inhale, prepare, exhale, lift, stretch, reach, twist, and down, and just keep going for me. And relax. Woo, that's some good stuff. All right, toe touch. So we're just going to use the band just to keep life kind of simple right here in your hands. Legs together, ribs pulled down, abs in, toe touch when you're ready. And if you want to add a little entertainment with your arms, you're going to press out on the band when your legs lower and then release as they come up. So pressing, exhale, legs up, band, a little less tension, press it out, just a little change up. And you can certainly bring your arms overhead for even more challenge. But remember, this exercise is all about these ribs, right? Ribs stay down, low back stays the same distance from the ground. I'd love it if it's a neutral spine, but if you need to be tucked, that's fine too. Just a few more here. And on this last one, hug those knees in, bring that band to your ankles, take a little rock side to side, and then as you're ready, we're going to turn that into rolling, rocking and rolling. And then come up, sit tall, bands can go around both feet. If you feel that's, if your bands are slippery, you're welcome to, double bind them. Otherwise, legs apart. We're going to crisscross again, thumbs up. And we're just doing a little row here, just a couple times, sitting tall on your sit bones. So make sure you're not rounded backwards. 2 more. And then choke, choke, choke up on the band so that you can row and pull yourself forward in a tall spine. Look at your feet. If they collapsed inward, press out. Even maybe rotate the toes outward just a little bit. And then come on back through center. Okay. You're going to leave the bands where they are, but you're going to move your hands so that one band, same band, same hand. Oh, it rhymed. All right. And then you're just going to find a little balance position. See how that works for you. Could you straighten your arms or legs? Sorry. And then we're going to turn this into open leg rocker with the assistance of the band. So the band kind of makes it a little easier. And you can play with, how close you need your hands to be, how much of a tail you need on that band. Woo. And then next time you come up, rest your feet for a second. So now we're going to do the exact opposite, right? So we're going to lift back up into that balanced position. And I'm going to try to move my upper body without moving my legs, right? So as I come up, I'm trying not to lower my legs. And again, the closer you choke up on that band towards your feet, the easier this will be, theoretically. And then on this last one, stay lifted in your chest and see if you could lift and lower your legs without rocking your torso too much. I tried to go too far. All right, and then lastly, we put it together, but it's the exact opposite of that rolling that we did a minute ago that was oh so fun, because now what we're going to do is start, if you want to do the teaser with the band, start from a flat position and then fold everything in half so you're up in a beautiful V, and then you come down. So the breath is you inhale to prepare, you exhale to lift up, you inhale, pause at the top, press out, and then you exhale down with control. Now, if that's not working for you, you can do one of the previous ones where just your legs move or just your arms move. You could even come here and just do a baby little roll up, right? You pause at the top, working really, a lot of the same abdominal muscle groups. And if you are doing the teaser, give me one more and let's see how we look at the top here. And relax. Oh, all right. Let's leave the soles of the feet together for a second. Pull those glutes out from under us. Hinge forward and elbows go on those inner thighs just to press them open gently. Then reach your hands around and squeeze those guys together. As you roll down, you're going to bring that right foot in. And as always, you have the option to perhaps Put the foot lengthwise in the band or across your foot. Hold on to it with your right hand. And let's just do a few of those presses where we pull the toes back, then the ball of the foot presses up and the heel presses up, and then the ball of the foot presses up and the toes press up. So just some mobility here, and then turn that foot in, sickle it inward and do that, and then turn it outward and do that. Just little variations. Now with the foot turned out, go ahead and bend that right knee or right arm. Let it prop on the ground. So now I'm holding my leg in place. So I'm getting inner thigh and hamstring. Left leg is just off to the side. Then you can reach over with your left hand and help bring everything back through center. Grab the band, one in each hand to straighten out your left leg. Flex through the left heel. Bring that right knee in and then tighten, tighten, tighten on the band. So your right knee is bent, your heel is flexed. And when you're ready, you're going to see how much could you straighten your leg. You can loosen on your grip, but that should be a big hamstring stretch. Then both bands are in the left hand, toes turn in, right hand to the side. And once again, I'm going to let my left elbow rest on the ground so that my leg is just hanging in space, getting that outer hip IT band stretch. And then use the right hand, help bring that back to center, bend that right knee, place it on the outside of the left, and let's just flop that right leg open. Drag the left heel, thread the needle. You can use your band. I've doubled it up behind the left hamstring, pull it in really close. Use the right arm to press the right leg open. Maybe get some mobility in your feetsies. I said feet. Straighten out that left leg, point flex. Sorry. And then crisscross at the knees. Give that knee a hug in, circle once in one direction, then go the other way, and then arms into a T and knees drop left. And then we'll come on back through center, and we are going to lasso our left foot. Whatever you did on the other side, preferably you could do that on this side. And again, if we're going to press through the toes, the ball of the foot, heel comes down, toes backward, ball of the foot back, heel up, and just get that mobility through that foot, kind of trying to articulate different parts of it, right? Instead of just one big move at the ankle, toes move, then the ball of the foot and the heel. And then bending that left elbow, letting it drop onto the ground so that the left leg hangs in space, inner thigh and hamstring. Right arm is going to help bring everything back to center. Then we're going to grab one band with each hand. We're going to bring everything in. And then when we're ready, we're going to see if we can straighten that leg. And then we're going to turn the toe out and in because I forgot to do that before. Sorry. And then straighten out the right leg, flex through the heel, drag that band over. Prop your right elbow on the ground and let the left leg hang in space. Toe turn down, give you a little bit more on that outer hip. And then as you're ready, bend, come back through center, cross the leg, wrap around behind your right hamstring if you want, so you can bring that leg in nice and close. Use your left elbow to press the left leg open. And then you want to move your band out of the way, cross all the way over, give that a circle in one direction and maybe the other. And then we drop the knees to the right. And then everything comes back through center, mosey your way however you want to onto your hands and knees for me, please. And we'll just roll through some cat-cows. Slowing it down if you have any stuck spots in your vertebra. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead into our high plank. Press the hips back. Down dog. Paddle those heels out if that would feel good. And then wide stance, hands on your thighs for another cat, another cow, tailbone long, bring it on up. Thank you guys. All right, and yeah, let's do some more trivia.